Yeah.
Yay! Just start it, Matthew. Do it.
Okay.
So
I did.
So before we begin,
Sync
before
clap.
we begin,
3,
I have to make
2,
an announcement.
1. Sync clap.
No, what are you doing?
We're not
Stop
beginning,
it.
Matthew.
We're not doing
We
that.
have to do it
It's
at
my
some
thing.
point.
I do that.
Yeah.
Don't ever fucking do that again. I'll fucking kill you.
She will. She's done it before.
It's very.
Who do you think played you last time, Matthew? Do you remember? I can't think of anything. Before we even do the sync clap, I have to make an announcement for the new direction that you guys are forcing upon the show. As you all three of you know, you've all gotten into the Mandela effect as an idea, and you said that you were gonna greatly change the direction of everything going forward. And I don't know what that means, but I feel attacked personally that you're pushing the Mandela effect on this show. It's very bad. All the YouTube fans, what will they think of the Mandela effect?
They love the Mandela effect, trust me.
Okay, now we're going to do the sync clap, Matthew. You can't just spring it on people. Matthew.
We have to do it at some point. I thought
Yeah, we were going to do it when I say so, because
Yeah.
I'm in control. I'm the DM.
What? Are you
Everyone
the kind
needs to be prepared.
some kind of master of the dungeon?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No. Not that.
Don't tell people that.
The Game Master.
I'm like David Bowie in the film Labyrinth.
But you're wearing better trousers.
I'm not wearing those awful skin tight whatever the fuck he's wearing in that film. They're terrible.
How dare you say this about the David Bowie
The
bulge?
Goblin King.
I didn't like Labyrinth. I was really into it until the ending, and then the ending made me hate the whole film.
Doesn't he try and like say, "Hey, I'll be your servant forever," and then she breaks a glass orb and destroys him?
Well, she goes to her house and she's like, "Oh, I'm so sad. None of my friends from the fancy world that I knew for 2 minutes aren't here." And then they are, and then they have a dance party, and I went, that ruined the whole film for me.
Well, it's just how it is sometimes. So, previously on D&D, what happened last time is that every single NPC got murdered. They got fucking destroyed. This is a campaign where you have to kind of deal with people, and the best way to deal with most people is you kill them. You blow their heads up, you throw glass egg grenades at them, and you snap their necks with enough force that they're just dead instantly.
I did
And
not snap his neck.
You did. You spun his
neck
head
snapped
around
on
like
its
a little,
own.
His neck just happened to snap.
Yeah,
You spun his head
it
around
just
like
happened to snap.
a little spinning top. Now he's dead. Gunter, Fullerene, and almost all of the vampire hunters are dead, which makes your life a lot easier. But the main thing that happened last session is that Cliff sort of gave you all like an ultimatum. He said he wasn't going to kill Angus if She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery merged with him, which would change both their natures. And that's obviously a deal that everyone is hesitant about because Cliff is not trustworthy and you don't know what this new being would even be. So you've all individually been trying to figure out what to do with this situation. I think last time, Masha, you were going to go pray. Angus and Ulos, what were you planning to do?
Back to the orb
Back to the orb.
with Humphrey.
Orb.
Humphrey's here now. Say hi to Humphrey.
Humphrey. And
Hi, Humphrey.
Humphrey goes... No, that's not a bird noise. Hold on. There we go. And Sam Stab is also there.
I high five Sam's stab.
Yeah. And I think Cliff is currently just in Angus's bar, just drinking everything there, just downing Masha's special wine, special communion wine.
Better pay for it.
No, the wine.
The wine.
The wine that I import in and then upcharge dramatically to profit off her alcoholism.
It's true.
You're all heading back to the church. It's getting dangerously close to whatever Cliff is planning to do if he doesn't get what he wants. Presumably erase Angus and who knows, like who else. Masha, are you going with Angus and Ulos to get the orb, or are you back to praying?
I'm going back to She Who Seeks Truth the Mystery to...
Okay. So I think like you guys sort of say bye and go off on your own separate like journeys. Sam Stab gives you a little he points his little finger point at you. Finger guns.
Heck yeah.
It'd be a shame if he dies. And Masha, you get back to praying. And I think because you found that sort of that level of existence that She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery seemingly resides in, you feel like you could just connect back to that place at will. So do you do anything special to prepare your praying?
I think, I do the standard. I sort of like get the altar sort of set up. I, maybe light some candles, get some incense going. And I think my goal with this prayer is to have a one-on-one conversation with She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery. Why did I make that name so long? So I can just ask her, what would this mean for you? What does that mean for me?
Of course. Right. So you light your candles, you get your sort of incense ready, and you just close your eyes. The transition from whatever realm you were before, you barely even notice it. You do just know. But it's different from last time. But also very familiar. You find yourself in this black void with marble pillars everywhere, and you see a chain around your leg, reaching off into the void. What do you do?
So I have the chain going off behind me, and it's just a black void with just pillars.
These like marble pillars. Some of them are broken, but most of them are just like intact.
Yeah, I'm gonna like look around and see if I can figure out if She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery is in front of me, away from where the chain is going, or behind me.
Roll me a perception check.
Cool. That will be an 18.
Okay. So, looking ahead of you, you can clearly see a strange glowing shape that you almost immediately recognize as She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery. The chain sort of goes off in the opposite direction, but you know whatever's at the other end of it is not what you're seeking.
Yeah. Cool. I head on towards her.
Can you roll me some strength, please?
Oh, fuck you, mind. Just straight strength.
Your straight strength, please.
Oh.
I know you're very good at that.
Yeah. That is a 0.
Oh.
I rolled a 2 and I have -2 in strength.
So, you try and walk, but the chain immediately tightens and you just fall flat on your face.
Ow. Okay. You want me to deal with you now? Okay. Fine. And I'm going to get up off my ass and walk towards where the chain is leading.
As you walk towards wherever this chain leads and go further off into the void, you hear this sort of gestated breathing. Just a...
Okay.
You keep going?
Yeah, sure.
Masha, you get to the end of the chain and you see it wrapped around someone's leg. But this leg isn't attached to a person. It's just this mass of muscle and meat and legs and arms. Some faces spread across it, but it's just there, sort of like rising up and then rising down. And just breathing.
Hello? Yeah?
You see the leg it's attached to crack and break down, and it and the chain gets pulled closer to this mass.
So the leg that it's connected to isn't attached to this.
Oh no, the chain is attached to it, like at the ankle, and so the leg and the chain are now being slowly pulled into this mass.
Okay. What are you? Who are you? What? I don't...
I need you to roll me some religion, please.
Oh, okay.
With advantage.
Wow. That is a 18.
Masha, in a second, you know exactly what this is. This mass of flesh and bone is knowledge. Is all the knowledge that Shiyu Seeks Truth and Mystery has acquired over the years.
Does this knowledge being seem to be in pain?
Roll me insight.
Okay. That is a 23.
Yes. Whatever it is, it's suffering.
I'm gonna go over to it. And I'm just gonna start gently stroking it and just be like, oh, you poor thing.
Do you touch it?
Yeah.
Roll me a dex saving throw,
Oh,
please.
for fuck's sake. I'm trying to be kind. 18. A lot of 18s today.
You see that very weakly, you're quick enough to move your hand, but very weakly it produces these tiny hands to try and just kind of grip at you. And you just hear from it, "We must have more. The lady demands more.
More knowledge?
We must have you, Masha."
What do you mean by that? What's... You have me. I'm chained to you.
The mass sort of picks itself up and just starts walking off in another direction.
Wait, where are you going?
You feel the chain is like you're losing a lot of slack on it. It's going to start tightening soon.
God, I'm just gonna like try and keep up with it. Is it like how fast is it going? Is it like just like a regular walking speed?
Oh, it's
or
really
is that...
it's incredibly slow.
Okay, cool, good. I'm just gonna like walk with it.
Okay. You start walking along this strange mass. And we are going to cut to Angus and Ulos.
Yay.
You're doing things.
Wow.
You're here.
In the
You're
real
in the D&D
world.
world. In the real world. You're not following big masses of meat. But Sam Stab is there. If you want to count him as that.
No, he's lovely. He's a very fit, very buff individual. Bigger muscles.
You've decided that. I didn't tell you to tell. I didn't say
I
that.
didn't tell you to say
You've
that.
just made for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell you to say that. You're not
Well-
reading off. You're not reading the script correctly.
My
So-
character now.
It's my character. So you two are going off to collect the orb. You don't face many resistance. This place is basically empty at this point. Most of the important stuff has just been moved.
Yippee.
But the orb and the hand will remain in this box. Ulos, you remember this orb. You know what it can do. Sam Stab does go to touch it. He goes to reach out his hand. Just to...
I stop him. It's best.
He only has 9 health.
Best you don't do that, Sam.
Oh, okay. Just you see an orb, you gotta touch it. You know.
Yeah, it's just this one's bad when you touch it.
Fair.
I know how you feel, Sam Stab.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. I got no context for that. I'm just gonna back up from the orb.
So, if I understand your plan correctly, we're just going to drop this on his head or something.
Something like that.
Okay.
I want to try and get Humphrey to pick up the orb.
I'm going to need Humphrey to roll some strength, if you're happy to do that.
15.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a struggle, but Humphrey, pretty easily grips this orb and, starts carrying it up. Just going...
I want to... I want to drop the orb from a safe height. I want to drop the orb on Ulos.
Oh!
From a safe height, so it doesn't do any bludgeoning damage. I just want it to make contact with his skin.
Okay, so I mean, Ulos, I think Ulos, do you want?
I'll be Yuki for this.
Ulos, roll me a. I'm assuming you'd want to dodge this.
Yeah.
So roll me a dex saving throw.
Natural 1.
You make no it's too quick. Humphrey's too fast for you. The orb lands on your head. It doesn't hurt you. It just gives you it hurts, but it doesn't cause you any physical damage. And you you just start seeing Angus, how long are you leaving the orb on Ulos's head?
How long did Angus touch it for to get? Was it 3 or 4 visions?
That was a couple seconds.
Maybe 4 seconds, just to see if he can snap out of it, or if they just end.
First of all, roll me a wisdom saving throw, Ulos.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. Hang on. Maths. 10.
Okay. That's that failed.
Okay.
You're taking 17 damage.
Let's see if that kills me. Yes.
So, Ulos, before you are knocked unconscious, the visions you see yourself being sort of seemingly thrown into the jaws of one of Cliff's eel tendrils. You also see just a flash of Monty looking scared, but holding something in his hand, but you can't quite make it out. And then your final vision, you see Hex covered in a dark liquid. Every building reduced to nothing. And then your nose bleeds and you
Okay.
smash your head into the ground and the orb falls off.
It's like
That's cute. It's like Better Call Saul. You're slipping the Yuki. You always will be.
It's when Jimmy puts the orb on Chuck's head and Chuck was spinning around.
Yeah, he goes,
Dies.
wow, 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 wow. Yeah,
I am not crazy.
cast cure wounds on him. You get 12 health
Okay,
back.
So yeah, you got 12 health back, Ulos. You're now... You
Hooray.
already...
Is that from -2 or from
Two, I
0?
assume, but I
Um,
can... Actually, I'll stabilize him first. Get him up to that 1 HP.
Yeah. You get stabilized and then healed. Healed for 12.
Yippee.
Okay, so that puts me at 13.
So, Ulos, you wake up in a small pool of blood. With an orb lying right in front of you.
Okay, I'm my natural form at this point because I've been knocked out.
You're a grey alien.
Yeah, plan's pretty solid.
Mm,
Did you see anything interesting?
what?
Did you see anything interesting?
Oh. Apparently Cliff's gonna eat me.
Ah, but did you see anything else?
No.
Okay.
I saw a few things, but all of them I think I already thought about. Why did you do that?
Test.
Okay. Can I try and get up but then fall back down again?
Of course. Roll me a slip and slide.
A slip and slide check.
I'm still laughing at the... but what else did you
-3
see?
million.
Yeah, you try and get up and then you just kind of like face plant back into this little blood pool.
Oh,
Sam's dad
goodness.
goes, ha! And then,
Sam, I think you should touch the orb.
No.
Sam, please,
No,
Sam.
I'm not gonna do that.
Can I... am I wearing long sleeves?
oh, as Ulos?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what your plan. I think you'd have to decide that before. What the depending on the other
Okay.
clothes of your previous forms, I'm gonna assume you might have long sleeves on.
Yeah, because I already decided that my clothes, it's possible for my clothes to shrink so that I can become Yuki. So maybe I'm just wearing short sleeves so that when I'm Yuki they can become long sleeves.
Okay.
So I guess not.
You're in khakis.
Yeah. I guess I'm not.
Okay. So, what are you guys doing now? What's
I get I get Humphrey to pick up the orb and tell him to hide around in the main square.
I'm gonna glare at Humphrey.
Humphrey can't comprehend human emotion. He has a very basic range of feelings. Most of them involve being a bird.
He's my enemy.
I gave him the feeling of being a bird and the feeling of motivation.
Yeah, he picks it up, and you want him to hide around the main square of Hex.
Yeah.
Do you want him to be stealthy at all?
Yeah, I want him to be hidden.
Roll me some stealth.
16.
Yeah. So Humphrey sort of like takes your instructions in pretty clearly, and like plans a proper hiding spot that he couldn't be seen. He's probably going to hide maybe around the sort of roof of the church because it's very like there's a lot of steeples and such for him to hide behind. And yeah, Humphrey sets out with his orb, not glaring at you, Ulos, because he wouldn't do that because he's a bird.
Yeah.
Okay. I glare at him.
Uh,
Glare at him anyway.
And we are going to cut back to Masha. So, you've been following this thing for a while, and it seems to have finally come to a stop. A withered, older-looking hand sprouts out from it, and it just points forward.
Okay. You want me to go there? Okay. And I start heading in that direction.
It doesn't take you too long to see that right in front of you there is just a huge pit Do you look into it?
I have a feeling on where this is gonna go, so I'm gonna turn back to the knowledge beast, and see if he's sort of priming to push me in, and then
Roll me.
if not, then I'll look in the pit.
It seems to be standing where it was always standing.
Okay.
Doesn't look like it's going to push you.
Okay, cool. I very hesitantly look into the pit.
You see what look like other versions of this knowledge creature squirming around in this pit, forming like the pattern of like a giant brain.
Oh, wow. Okay. What are they doing in there? What are you trying to tell me?
You hear a different voice and see a vast light just shining in front of you. It doesn't really have any stable form. How do you picture She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery?
Oh god, oh no, I haven't thought about this.
Specifically, how would Masha picture her?
Yeah, I think she's definitely sort of wearing something similar to like how Masha, like what Masha wears. Like I feel like the nuns and everything sort of dress in a way that sort of like emulates what they think She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery looks like, I feel like. So it's sort of like if you imagine whatever Masha's biological mum would look like, but make it like divine and godly. I guess that's probably
You want the Mother Mary.
yeah,
you want Mary
yeah,
Magdalene.
sort of, yeah.
So this sort of shapeless thing takes a form of someone wearing the sort of long white sort of nun robes, but looking a bit like you but much older, sort of same hair but just I don't know,
Like grey.
wiser.
Yeah, maybe there's like a little bit of grey in there, maybe some wrinkles.
Mm.
It's very much sort of like she looks like a very very attractive older woman.
This figure hovers over this pit and just kind of goes, hello.
Hello. I don't really know what to do. I sort of, I guess I bow in the sort of way that a sister would. I don't know. I'm like Masha's very much like, oh, okay. Didn't really think about what I have to do here. So I sort of bow my head a bit, and I'm like, nope, this is stupid. And I'm gonna look at her.
Have you made your decision?
About whether you should fuse with Cliff.
No.
No?
About your life, Masha.
I don't know. It's so much has changed recently. I thought before Hordo's death, I thought I knew what I had to do. Be your avatar and just help the people of Hex as much as I could, but so much has changed. I don't know if that's something I even can do anymore. And well, I don't know if I've been thinking about this whole you merging with the false Hydra. What does it mean? What will you become? What will that mean for me? I am your avatar. I have devoted my life to your cause. I've devoted my life in your name. Seeking the truth. Wherever it may be. Whatever it may be. But if you do merge with this other being, this being of lies and deceit, then I don't know what to do. I just need to know what this means.
If I merge with that creature, it will mean everything I am will change. But this is irrelevant, and it always has been. I am not a being comprised of independent thought. I am my hosts. I exist to preserve their knowledge and their followers' knowledge. So, instead of thinking of this from my perspective, let's look at it from yours. If I merge with the false Hydra, you are free, Masha. My power will always be yours, and you can choose to follow me if you wish, but we will be disconnected. If I stay the same, and you live on as my follower, this will be your fate. And she gestures to the gigantic pit beneath you that you're looking down into. That is your choice.
Okay. I think I'm beginning to understand. What? May I ask, if it's not too personal? I don't know. What are your thoughts on this? What's this whole situation? Are you excited, scared? What? This must be a very... If you decide to merge with the false Hydra, that's a very big change. What? So what are your thoughts on that?
Masha, you are my most devoted. But you misunderstand. I am my hosts. I am their faith and their worship. That is all I am. You comprise more of me than I do myself. To merge with this being means I will truly exist. I will be more than the knowledge of others. Either I continue as I am, or I learn something new. That is all.
Thank you. That That's really helped.
At this point, Masha, you open your eyes, and you are back in the church.
I think Masha has just like a single tear running down her cheek. Oh.
Yeah. Before we move on, I do just think it's pertinent to say that Matthew walked out of the Barbie movie with a scowl across his face that hasn't left the entire time. Angus, Ulos,
Yeah.
are you? Where are you going?
I suppose we better go back to
Looking for
Masha.
Masha.
Yeah. See what her decision was.
I think you find her in this moment where she's just left whatever trance she's been in. A few tears rolling down her face.
Oh, hi. Is this a bad time?
Yeah. I think whatever we decide to do, whether we try and trick Cliff or my god merges with him, I think I'm okay with it. Whatever happens, it's gonna be alright. Okay. So, any luck with the orb situation?
I'm gonna drop an orb on him.
Cool. Okay.
Knock Ulos out.
Oh.
It works.
Ulos says he saw multiple things, but he's refusing to tell me any of them.
Oh, no, it's just like... one of them was Monty looking scared and he was holding something, and one of them was Hex covered in dark liquid and like all the buildings were destroyed, which are both ominous but unhelpful.
Well, it's pretty helpful, because both of them are uncertain. Like, we haven't planned to send you into his maw. And I doubt he's gonna go all over Hex. I don't fucking know what Monty has to do with it.
Wait, what about the goo monster?
I don't know, you're the one who saw the goo.
I don't know.
Okay.
Could be the goo monster. I don't know.
Mate, it's your vision.
The one in the maintenance zone.
Yeah.
So, are you guys what are you guys doing?
I'm handing Masha the tome.
Cool. I will take it. What's this tome? I don't think I've been paying attention somewhere.
Well, you could open the tome and have a read, and you can find out.
I will. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Wahoo.
So, Masha has a little read. What? Are you guys heading on your way, or are you waiting for Masha to just have a little read of this tome?
I'm waiting for Masha.
Yeah, I guess this is where we decide what we're going to do.
I'll drop an orb on him.
Okay, so Masha, you do read some of the same things that Angus sort of read in this book. It's sort of a history of regret about the religion, the sort of fanatical pursuit of knowledge in certain sects that kind of consumed it until it's basically its collapse. And details about the hosts and the sort of things they go through, violent visions, like them being burnt out and just eventually just being consumed and either dying or worse.
This is a lot to take in. What would I be aware of this history at all, or is this like...
This is a book you've never seen before.
Oh, okay. But it's... Do I get the feeling that it's something that, like, Mother Superior would have known about and kept from me, or is it all...
Oh, 100%.
Okay. Well, if that is the truth of the church, in the past. I have to accept it and hope that I can do something to make it better. She who seeks truth in mystery said to me that she is no more than her hosts and her worshippers and those who seek knowledge. So I guess it's up to me to make the church something to be proud of.
I also have all of Mother Superior's diaries if you want those.
Oh, I think, to be honest, Angus, I have no idea what to do with that information. I think
Angus is gonna sell them.
Sell them to Cliff.
I don't think I'm comfortable currently looking at those. I think this is something that I have to talk to Mother Superior about.
Well, then she's gonna say, "Don't read those."
Also, don't you have a god who like wants to get knowledge or something?
That is true, but
See?
doesn't fully work that way. But
Okay, well, I'm keeping them then.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know. It
Too
feels
late, Masha. You've already decided.
Yeah.
Too late.
it.
You had your chance.
I'd just rather
You
not
fool.
breach the privacy of my of Mother Superior. You know, she's like, I guess, she's basically my adopted mum. So, yeah, it'd be a bit weird if I read my mum's diary. I don't know.
I read your mum's diary. Ollie, what do I remember from the diaries? I was looking for incriminating
Shut the
things.
fuck up.
From the small bits you read of it,
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You are not.
it's just like Masha's come to some serious revelations about her face. Like, hey, I've got your mum's diary here. You wanna fucking read this?
I read this. You can read this.
Yeah.
You wanna fucking hear some shit I know about your
What's
mum?
going on here? What's going on? What are you doing?
Yeah, oh yeah, let's just air out my mum's dirty laundry. Yeah, great.
Basically, I mean, in the diary bits you remember, that she was very proud of Masha and eager to see like the person she's gonna grow into.
Well, I'm not telling Masha that.
Cringe.
You tell Masha that.
No,
Okay.
I don't tell Masha that.
You don't tell Masha that.
I look Masha in the eyes and then I say, "So what are we doing now?"
This is a roller coaster of a conversation. Okay, well, I am willing to let Cliff fuse with She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery, I think. But if you guys want to go the dropping an orb on his head route,
No, I agree with the fusing thing. If we drop an orb on his head, things could go much worse very quickly.
I mean-
or we could try dropping an orb on his head, and if that doesn't work, I'm like, okay, fine, you can merge with him. You can merge with
Yeah.
him.
Or what if it makes it worse?
It's not gonna make it worse because the only thing he's gonna do then is absorb me. I think you guys he's kind of pushed out in your mind that I'm the one in the major danger here. Of having my entire existence erased.
That is...
I saw Cliff was going to eat me as well.
Yeah, I saw he was gonna eat me as well. I saw him eat Barb. He can't eat both of us.
I think he can.
No. I mean, the other plan was to get him to somehow kill the person who contracted him, but there's no leads on that, so... Next best thing.
Have we tried just asking him who wrote the contract?
That's what
I
my
did.
resort
You wouldn't tell
was
me.
going to be. Was that a lie, Matthew?
Wait, what did you just say, Matthew?
I said I did, but he wouldn't tell me. But that's a lie.
You didn't ask at all.
No, yeah, the milk.
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
fuck
ask.
the milk.
Yeah, the milk. It's always been relevant. I've not forgotten it at all.
Yeah,
Am I the only one keeping track of this fucking milk?
I'm not.
It got kind of dwarfed in a way.
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
other things. A lady who owned a cafe got erased from history.
I think it's best in the plot when it's dwarfed, because that makes it more of a threat. Because suddenly it's like you can't lie now.
Yeah. The only person who can lie is Angus.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't have
It's
anything to lie
actually
about.
very useful for against a god who works on lies.
Yeah.
It's very good. I like Masha just naturally sort of tells the truth anyway. She, you know
The only
what?
person who lies is Ulos.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I can't think of any other ways to prepare. Just wondering if we might as well get this over with.
Okay.
Wait, when I saw Barbara get eaten, did it destroy stuff she had on her as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, now, I mean, I'm going to say this is me, the DM, that he didn't erase, like, if she was wearing armor no longer exists. I think it was just because it was a person. So I think her stuff is just sort of, it wouldn't be with her anymore. It's been all displaced. Just because then Cliff gets really broken, like if he eats a blade of grass, there's no more grass anymore.
No, I was just wondering if it'll erase the things I'm holding, or if it just puts them somewhere else.
They will just put them somewhere else.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, are you guys heading off to confront Cliff?
In the town square.
I guess so.
I guess we are.
Are you getting him from the bar, or just gonna try and summon him?
We're gonna wait in the square. He seems to just show up when he wants to.
You all go out to the square. Sam Stab joins you, and he goes up to you, Masha, and just goes, "Hey,
Oh.
Hey, Masha.
Hey. Hey, Sam.
I mean, I was kind of wondering with how everything was in the old world. What happens to me in the end? Do I get to do I work at the bar still? Is that change?
You can't lie.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to figure out how to break the news to him. I'm just like,
just shake him and say, "You're dead. You're dead, Sam. It's over. Stop crying."
Sam, I don't know how to put this, but
I'm dead.
yeah.
I thought you was gonna say I was ugly, so that's fine. If I'm only dead, no big deal. We all gotta die eventually.
It's a good outlook.
And I mean, if you remember everything, then you'll remember me here. So I got to live a little longer. That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Sam pulls out two of his little knives and walks sort of proudly with you guys to the square.
You love to see it.
You guys wait out here. Everything's quiet. Most of the people here are either hiding in their homes or dead. And as you wait, you just hear the sound of, like, glass breaking. You all see coming around the corner almost every drink in Angus's bar empty and being just smashed against the floor. With Cliff just dragging a big bag and just kind of just chucking them out. Masha, this one's going to hit the church. He throws it. It smashes into the church. I told you that would happen. He empties out the rest of it and they all break. Alright, time's up. I've finished that entire bar, so I'm ready to get this over with. What's your decision?
I wanted to ask a favor first.
A favor?
Yeah. You, well, you're obviously not just a vicious killer, you have a code, you understand fairness, and...
Of course.
I have glimpses of memories from the previous timeline, and I want to posit to you that I am not the same person who had a hit called on me. I had a different life, I've made different actions, I've had different experiences, and frankly, I can only assume you were called on me because I was the Pope. And in this timeline, I was maybe for like a day or two, I was in charge of the church. But nothing more. I was excommunicated very quickly. And I would like a last request. And it's not going to be don't kill me.
Go ahead.
I want you to tell me who wrote that contract. And I want to fight them fairly.
At this point, you see a big smile on Cliff's face, it just widens as his these gigantic eel tendrils just kind of sprout out of his back.
Ooh. Oh, now that's interesting. But all right, I'm not going to try and... I don't want to challenge you too much on this. It's a very humble request. It doesn't even guarantee your life. But surely you are still you. You would have made these actions if everything like this in the main timeline played out. So, are you a separate person? What's going on here?
I mean, he's not the Pope, right?
Even
Specifically not the
Even
Pope.
my chosen scientific profession is different. Over there, I was working with chemicals and alchemy. Over here, I am an engineer. I create things.
And you're saying you would never have done that? That little bird wouldn't exist? That's interesting. No one's ever posed that to me before. And he is not the Pope, like you said. And my contract. Oh, it was terrible, but it was very specific about that. Oh. This complicates things. No, thank you, Angus. You get tired of people just saying, "Oh no, don't do this, don't kill me." What's that going to change? I was brought here for a reason, but do my own actions actually negate your contract? All right, question. Do you, Angus, have the same capability for killing that the other Angus has?
Can Angus reflect on his memories that he's unlocked from the orb and just generally having the sword?
Yeah, roll me history with advantage, please.
Yay.
I mean, I know both Anguses. And
are you giving the help action?
Yeah, I'm my the help action being like, I've known them both. This Angus is way more okay with killing. Like the previous Angus would never have like
I got a 25.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so what do you we'll go from Angus and Masha. What do you guys say to Cliff?
When we came across your group of vampire hunters, I threw those bombs in them with the explicit purpose to disrupt and destroy as many as possible. In the other timeline, well, when I came across vampire hunters, I wouldn't say befriended them, but I was more interested in espionage than wiping them out, and I took control of their group instead of just slaughtering them.
You both pose a very interesting point. Oh, I've really shot myself in the foot here with this one. But we haven't covered one angle in particular. Ulos, would you say that this Angus is still my target?
No. He's not the Pope anymore, is he?
And that's your only reason?
Well, who is the Pope now? The Pope of the Church of Isaac, really, is no one.
The others were so eloquent. Is that all your defense is? Is that all you're relying on? Give me something more.
What did... What did your job description say? What did it say?
Precisely?
Yes.
I believe it was along the lines of 50 big ones on the Pope. Do you do poison?
Seriously?
Yep,
What?
that was the entire contract.
Wow.
That is an incredibly stupidly written contract.
Well, I would say that so far you haven't even been working towards that contract. You've just been doing random things which have no bearing on it.
So, your defense comes from a place of bureaucracy and less compassion.
Well, I don't imagine you have much compassion.
How dare you? I am as compassionate as any living being. And you are a lot more than I thought.
What, me?
Yes. You've surprised me. All right, Angus. I've heard their cases, and I find it very interesting. I agree to your terms. The person who hired me, who wrote that piss-poor contract, was the surprisingly protective Ulos.
Are you gonna draw your weapon, Ulos?
I'm going to turn into Timson, and I'm gonna say, you know, I remember calling Cliff here, but it doesn't make sense. I think the other me wanted to do this, but the current me just wants to help Hex. If you just hadn't taken the Church of Isaac, none of this would be happening to you, Angus.
I know. But I couldn't let your employees gentrify Hex.
You know, even... I'll be honest, I'm very injured right now. You could kill me in one hit. So, honestly, if I do come back after all this, I don't know what's going to happen.
You can heal up if you want. Do you have any way of getting that done?
I mean, this is not my fight, but Masha, can you heal people? Is that something you can do?
No. No, I can't.
Ah, well. You know what? It's not our fight anyway.
Actually, you know what? Since this whole timeline's garbage anyway, I do quite want to see who would win. I'm a bit sad that I'm not at full health right now.
I did say a fair fight.
You do see Cliff just sort of raises his hand. Hello.
Ah, that's
Me?
cool. Hello.
Well, the deal was a fair fight, and beating a half-injured person to death doesn't seem very fair. But there will be a fight. That is the deal we agreed on. And one of the tendrils just sort of washes over you, Ulos, and you are restored to full health. You have more integrity than I thought. Or at least this version of you does.
I can't speak for the regular version of me.
Anyway, enough philosophical discussion. It's time to begin. And you see around you the sky cracks into this sort of wavy stained glass mess. And Cliff sheds this human form and sort of like takes on this stained glass look. The tendrils sort of like build an arena around you, and Cliff and Masha, like Cliff is just on the outside with you, Masha, and you can just sort of just look in. Can you both please roll me initiative?
Okay.
22.
Oh, where's my initiative? Oh no. 22.
Ooh!
Oh, you have to
wow.
roll your initiative.
11.
7.
Yo.
Okay, so Ulos is going first.
Alright. I guess I'm just gonna hit you 4 times, as is my right. Twice with my quarterstaff, twice with flurry of blows. 15.
My AC is 17.
Uh-oh. Second one hits, first one doesn't hit. Third one hits. Oh, you said your AC was 17? Fourth one doesn't hit. Okay, you are taking 8 bludgeoning plus 5, and you have to make a DC 9 dex save or be knocked prone.
Dex save?
Yep.
19.
Okay.
So you rush up to Angus Ulos and just start like punching him and just laying into him. You punch him in the mouth, you punch him in the stomach, and you're just going for it. He dodges out of a couple of them, and you don't break his stance, you don't knock him to the ground. Angus.
I'm just gonna stab him with my sword. Does 25 hit?
Yep.
27 radiant, 14 piercing and 13 radiant damage.
Oh.
So, yeah, that is that you doing anything else?
Oh.
I don't believe I have an actual bonus action I can use, but would you permit me to make an attack with my cane?
Yeah, I will allow that.
What damage will that do?
It's just a regular cane. It
Yeah,
isn't a special
yeah.
cane at all.
Like a
It's like
like a D4.
I would
it's not a
I
special
would say
cane.
I'm gonna give you D6 just because it's like D6 for the cane.
That is 16 to hit.
That hits.
3 damage.
Ulos, as you like sort of come back from your flurry of blows, Angus just stabbed you like right in the stomach. You just sort of see this blinding light like enter you, and then he just smacks you in the side with his cane. Masha, as all this is going on, Cliff just sort of looks to you. Well, have you made your decision?
On whether you confuse with choosing stupid mystery?
Yeah, well, now seems like a good time to ask. These two are going to beat each other to death.
Well, It seems like me and Angus might have slightly different ideas on what we want to do, but so this may require a further conversation with him if he lives. If he's dead, then we'll just go with me, because honestly, I don't value Ulos' opinion right now. But I am happy for you to merge with Sheeves's stupid mystery. I am happy either way.
Yes. Cool. I mean, and I'm not going to be a stickler for this fight, but technically I did say a fair fight, but just look at it. Ulos, it's your turn.
I'm going to try and kick out his cane. I feel like that's just to try and overbalance him.
You might use the disarm rules for the cane as well, because it is... I'm going to count it as a weapon.
Is Angus putting his weight on this cane?
He can stand by himself long enough to swing it and stuff, but yeah, he relies on the king to...
So if I knock it out...
It is up to you if you either want to get rid of the sword or get rid of the cane. That is the choice you have.
Okay, sword. Yeah, I will. So, first one. You can use either strength, acrobatics, or athletics. I roll 21.
I will use my armor charges. Actually, will I? I guess I'll roll first to find out. 21, use my athletics for a 21 as well.
Who wins then?
Well, the rule, it meets it, it beats it. It's your attack and my defense, so if I meet it, I assume it just clashes.
Yeah, you are just like... You just clash weapons and are just kind of locked in there, but neither of you buckle with, like...
Alright. So, let's try that again.
Yeah.
24.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So Ulos, you two do clash. The first time it doesn't work. Like, Angus is pretty determined in this moment, but the second time you do catch him off guard and you knock the sword out of his hand.
Okay. I am going to attempt to push him away from this sword so that I am between him and the sword. Wait. There's not really much reason not to use Flurry of Blows. Wait, how do I pick this up? Is it an action?
It's a free object interaction.
Oh, so I just can?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Can I just do that then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then I can still take a bonus action?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay. In that case, I take 2 unarmed strikes on you. First one. 12. Second one. 11.
Okay.
Okay, those both miss. You pick up this sword, you're sort of holding the wound in your chest, and you just start swinging at Angus. You're not experienced with this sword. He pretty easily dodges out the way, but you are just gripping it tightly, and just...
Oh, they have to be unarmed strikes.
No, I'm saying it's the sword, that's more fun.
I guess it doesn't matter, but...
You missed anyway.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, Angus, you just see Ulos, like, struggling to use this weapon, just sort of swinging at you the best they can. It is your turn.
Okay. I don't have that anymore. I still have my... How far away? We're within 5 feet,
Yeah.
aren't we? I'll whip out the classic light hammer and take a swing. Oh, that's only 12. 5 bludgeoning, and then another swipe with the cane. 16 to hit for another 5 bludgeoning.
So
it's 10 bludgeoning damage.
So, Ulos, as you
Alright.
swing at Angus with your sword, you don't see him come at you from the side. You see this hammer, all these memories come flooding back as he smashes you in the side of the head with it. You just feel this burning in the side of your head, and then he just smacks you with the cane again. You're in a lot of pain.
Sword time. How do I use this?
It's I think. Did you say it's a +5 short sword?
+5. All right. Yo. 23,
Hits.
and then the second one. 17. What's the damage?
Piercing 1d6 plus dex +5.
1d6 +5. Gotcha. 7. 2 7s. That's 14. Are you kidding me?
So, Ulos, you're feeling delirious, and like that hammer to the head did not help your fighting skills for this. But you do manage to just get a few cuts into Angus, just kind of slicing across his chest.
I'll spend another key point to make 2 unarmed strikes. 15 doesn't hit. Natural 1 definitely doesn't hit.
15, and with that natural 1, Ulos, you just completely just fall over, going with the energy of your punch.
No. That's okay.
You just hear Cliff on the side go, "Put him for a table! Put him for a table! Fucking put him for a table!"
Are there any tables around?
No tables.
No.
Masha, who do you think's gonna die first? I think I know, but you bet on Angus. I'll bet on Ulos. It's all good.
Sure. I don't.
How much money? You don't earn a lot from being a nun, right?
No, we generally don't really have. No, I don't.
Ah,
Yeah,
boo.
money's not really a thing we have. And any that I do have, I spend on wine at Angus's.
Angus, win this, and I'll buy you a bottle of wine. Kill him.
Okay, so let's say hypothetically, when I know what I'm gonna do, I preemptively roll. Matthew,
Yeah?
have you seen that one scene from the movie Scanners?
I vaguely remember you talking about it,
Yeah, it's
but I
it's
don't
pretty
remember
cool.
what you were saying about
Well,
it.
basically,
Is
so
it someone's
what
head
happens?
explodes?
Yeah, the intense psychic energy from the scanners pops this guy's head. I rolled an 87 with the scanner's gun.
So,
Oh yeah, you do have that.
I do have that.
Oh fuck!
Ulos, you try and rise up, sort of still holding onto the sword, ready to make another attack against Angus, and you look up to see this gun pointed directly at you. Angus, do you say anything cool?
No.
Can I say uh-oh?
Oh.
I go, oh shit.
Oh fuck!
Ulos, do you feel like your head is swelling? You start rapidly going through your different forms until they all start blending into these weird mismatched shapes. You're just gripping your head, and you look into Angus's eyes as you just detonate into this weird shifted brain matter, still changing forms as you just completely disperse. Ulos, the fight is over, and you are dead.
Well then. I'm gonna remember
Cliff is just
dying
going,
when I wake
"Oh
up.
my God."
won't I?
Woo!
That. Yep.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
I guess he's gonna pick his sword back up.
Masha's gonna like almost throw up, but then she doesn't. Ugh!
Ah.
Ugh! Oh!
Incredible. The eels all come back into Cliff. Ah. Well, Ulos, your contract is complete. I hope you're satisfied with the service. Now...
I'm not the Pope either.
Says Ulos' ghost.
It's like when Crash Bandicoot dies and he becomes an angel for a bit. He says that and then goes up.
Yeah, that's what Ulos says. He goes, "Whoa, whoa."
Ulos' final words.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, are we ready to get down to business?
What business is going down?
Well, that's down to Masha.
It is.
So, I personally am willing to let you fuse with she who seeks truth and mystery, but I think me and Angus, did we decide that we were...
Well, ultimately, it was up to you, as she's the one in your head, but generally, I feel like, as courteous as he was allowing my final request, generally, I feel like giving this guy what he wants is not in our best interest. I'm sure you'll understand, Cliff.
I do, but... And I will say, I could have caused more of an issue for you, but seeing this final display, the three of you, including Ulos, what, that fight, that talking to me, like, actually, you know, doing something more interesting than just begging it. I am willing to stay true to my promise and leave you all alone.
Cliff, can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Why do you want to merge with She Who Seeks Truth and Mystery? I don't... I managed to get her point of view on the situation, but I don't think I truly understand yours. You're not gonna be the same. Like... So... What is it? Why does the embodiment of lies and deceit want to merge with truth?
Well, that's just it. Being this, being the embodiment of everything wrong or every lie, it can only get you so far. Hex and Homeland is coming to a point where I won't be able to exist anymore. All lies will be exposed, and all truths will be revealed. Our particular roles will be pointless. And when that happens, something worse will come. And I personally want to be there to help.
Can I roll insight on him to see if he's lying?
Okay.
Because, you know, embodiment of lies and all. Oh, thank God. Thank God my ability is I can't roll lower than an 8 when trying to figure out if someone's lying. That is an 18.
Cliff is entirely telling you the truth.
Oh.
This may be the first thing he's ever said that's 100% fact. There's no deception, there's no manipulation, it's just the truth.
May I intervene?
Sure.
Masha, was that truth?
Yes.
if a creature of lies and deceits merges with a creature of truth, does that not create uncertainty?
Well, yes, but I think we all need uncertainty. If we're always certain that in the moment decisions will lead to a correct outcome, then people hire hitmen. People try and take over Hex. They try and force their will upon others. With uncertainty, you get balance. And that's what I need right now.
I want to call Humphrey down, not to drop anything, but to stay by me.
Humphrey comes to your side.
This was my last resort, this orb. And I feel you have been fair enough. As a creature of evil, as an evil, destructive creature, you have been fair enough to me to not warrant my betrayal. And again, ultimately, this is Masha's decision. But this orb is the pure feeling of uncertainty. And I'd like you to touch it. To make sure this is really what you want.
Cliff smiles. He walks over to you and places his hand on the orb. For once, Cliff's body starts to look stable. The cracks in it start to disappear, and he looks like a more solid being. He turns to you, Masha, and looks you in the eyes. This is not what I want. This is what I need. We have to change. It's the only way to move forward. And he removes his hand from the orb. It's shaking slightly.
What's going to happen to everyone that you've erased? Are they going to come back? Is Barb going to come back?
Should we write a contract?
Ooh, a contract. Well, that would certainly tie up all loose ends.
I think I don't have a quill on me. Angus probably has like a fucking pen and a notebook in his messenger bag.
Yeah.
Let me pull that out.
Humphrey's like a bit of a pen.
Yeah. Yeah, I pull his beak out and his pen.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love Humphrey. Bird. Yeah, I think a contract saying I'll let Cliff merge with Shisu's Truth and Mystery if he brings back. Well, should it just be everyone on Hex he's disappeared, or should it be literally everyone who's disappeared? What, like?
Oh god, no, not
yeah, yeah. What?
That is almost identical to erasing someone in the timeline.
Yeah.
Let's not do that. I think the contract should stay that he should restore the timeline up until the point where he broke it.
Yeah.
Up until Clarissa's.
Yeah.
And everything, no one remembers except us. I think Angus would insist that he writes Ulos living.
Yeah.
In the timeline.
Yeah.
Although whether he keeps his memories or not is up to Cliff.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I had no plans to erase Ulos. I mean, if I had erased Ulos, obviously that's a different story, but I can't do anything with dead bodies. Well, this all seems just and fair. Are you ready, Masha?
As ready as I'll ever be.
I have met many of the hosts in my time. Most of them dismissed me as nothing more than a monster. And I am one. Let's make that clear, but it's nice to see a shadier side of the truth. And Cliff puts out his hand to you, Masha.
And it's nice to see some light in the deceit. And I'm gonna take his hand.
In that moment, Hex and everything around you starts to crack. Angus, you just kind of start raising up into the air. Humphrey just sort of gripping to your shoulders. You see Sam Stab is sort of staying on the ground and just sort of gives you a little wave.
I reach for him.
Fly up. You're reaching for Sam Stab?
I'm reaching for Sam Stab.
Roll me some strength, please.
Strength. I will use my last armor charge to add my intelligence modifier to that. No! 13.
He sees you trying to reach out to him, but he just goes,
We all gotta go eventually. Good luck, Angus.
And you just sort of see the floor breaking underneath him and him sort of gently falling through it. Masha, as soon as you sort of gripped Cliff's hand, he almost dissipated from in front of you. You see the cracks in his body rising up through you, just resting at your forehead. And the feeling of these two gods becoming one is incredible. It's something that reality has never seen before. And it's peaceful. You sort of see events in your life, previous cases, and no matter how cruel the killer was or how kind the victim was, you see all sides to them. The web of truth is muddy now, but it's still secure. Hex breaks away around you. You see you see Jonathan Storm rushing out of the police station, just looking around before being just falling through Hex. The remaining vampire hunters just trying to grip onto this reality, but it all breaking away. Everything you know is gone. And everything starts to realign. And we're going to end the session there.
I thought this was going to be a fair fight, but I guess not.
Fair as it...
Can I know how much HP you're on, by the way?
36. Just by interest, how many in HP were you on?
40.
40. Okay, so up until now it was pretty good.
Yeah, but you stole my sword, so...